Anyway, Valve just signed the deal that changes indie gaming. Let's watch this.
For over a decade, the gaming world has been chasing a ghost. That ghost is the Source 2 SDK. Since Valve first teased their new engine, developers have been salivating at the thought of getting their hands on the tools. We've seen...
Hold on. We're making Source 2 available for free for content developers. Oh.
Developers have been
But is it gonna be like... Yeah, is it gonna be like Epic and Unreal where it's free, but then you have to pay like 10% of the profits?
Salivating at the thought of getting their hands on the tools. We've seen what Valve can do with it. We've seen the lighting, the Rubicon physics, and the legendary optimization that makes Valve games feel like Valve games. But
so wait, did they actually release it?
10 years, those tools stayed behind a locked door. Unless you were a high-level partner or a Valve employee, you were stuck on the outside looking in. But while we were all waiting for Valve to drop a traditional SDK, something was happening in the background at Face Punch Studios. Gary Newman, the creator of Garry's Mod and Rust, was building a love letter to Source 2. He called it Sandbox, or as some say, S&Box. For a long time, people thought Sandbox was just going to be Garry's Mod 2, a sandbox where you play other people's creations. But as of March 2026, the entire landscape of indie game development is shifting. The news we have been waiting years for is official. Face Punch has finalized a standalone license with Valve. This means you can now build a game in Sandbox, export it as a standalone executable, and sell it on Steam as your own professional product, completely royalty-free. This is the birth of a new, modern engine war. This is Valve's current secret weapon to reclaim the scene from Unity and Unreal. Today, we are breaking down...
Please claim the scene from Unreal. Please, anything that is optimized, please claim the scene from Unreal. Please, God. Anything that isn't Unreal, take over, God, please.
Why this deal is such big news for gamers and developers. Before we get into the legal deal, we need to understand what Sandbox actually is. According to Face Punch's official description, Sandbox...
I wouldn't mind Unreal if it was optimized. The optimization is what annoys me.
Is a spiritual successor to Garry's Mod and a love letter to Source 2. It's built to eclipse what was possible before, not just modernize it. We're using Source 2 and everything we've learned from Source 1, Garry's Mod, Unity, and Unreal to create a modern, intuitive, moddable game development environment.
I'm
just
interested.
Think about that for a second. They aren't trying to make a better Gmod. They are trying to take the best parts of Unity and Unreal and combine them with the Valve feel of Source 2. It's a full game engine and platform where you create in a familiar scene-based editor, but unlike other engines, multiplayer is built in from day one. You create a game and it's instantly playable. As Gary puts it, this is a long-term project. They aren't looking for a quick win. They are building a platform they want to use themselves for the next couple of decades.
Also, it's like, it's future-proofed? Yeah, releases April. Oh, shit. I want to mess with this. So, it releases April. They want to use it for the next 20 years, so it's future-proofed. Is it free? Is like, it has like a multiplayer stuff built in, but is it free?
The Steam page already live and a full launch window set for April 2026. We are standing on the edge of a new era. Anyone who has tried out...
Why do you think people who can't optimize games on Unity and UE will be able to do so in Source 2? It'll be exactly the same. No, it won't be the exact same. Because part of the fucking problem with like shit like this is that people get pre-made assets, right? And that's fine, but they're made so bad. I'm reminded of the apple in Starfield. Right? You guys remember that? Where it is the apple and it's got like, how many vertices? I don't remember a lot about 3D like animation and stuff, but I did make my first VTuber model in Blender and Unity. Okay, so I know a little bit. But the apple in Starfield had like, I don't even know. It was like millions of vertices or something. Like such an unbelievable amount. And for no reason, the million polygon screw rotate the apple bags. But like, my first VTuber model that I made, first one that I learned how to make in like a month, right? And not the smartest guy, fucking doesn't know how to make things really well, right? Me, it was made with like 1,000 vertices, not even like 1,000, for a whole humanoid model. But their apple took like 1,000,000. Right? That's why this shit is so unoptimized. Cause like, it's like the conversion of like making this shit in Blender and like trying to bring it over. People don't know how to fucking do 3D modeling. They don't know. And it's, I'm gonna fucking blow my mind or blow up a gasket because it's not hard to like smooth things out. There's all kinds of shortcuts and stuff that exist to make things look good without having a lot of vertices in it. You don't need 1,000,000 for an apple. You need like fucking 12. So why the fuck are there 1,000,000? And then you can have it rough, so it'll be like, you know, like old games where things were like jagged edges and stuff. Now there's just smoothing it, so it'll have the jagged edges, and then you hit like a button and it smooths it. But you didn't create any more vertices. You just put on an illusion to make it look like it had more. So like what? And that's like such a basic thing for 3D modeling. It's so easy. It's maybe, you know, if it was the year 1998 and you had to learn a very specific hardware and you had to have a $20,000 PC and there were no YouTube tutorials or anything, I would get it. But that's like day one Blender is like you learn the fucking smoothing button. So like that drives me crazy that they do that shit. It's mind-blowing that they make things so unoptimized because you have to go out of your way to make it that optimized. It's not like that's easier. It's harder to make it that way. You have to go through so many extra steps to make it that way. So how the fuck do they do that? That's why it's so frustrating. It's like you have to be more skilled to make it that shitty. So why did you make it shitty? It's so fucking annoying.
Sandbox already can tell you it has insane potential when it fully launches. The possibilities are essentially endless.
Paid
So
by
now
the hour.
let's get
That's
into the
gotta be
heart
what it
of the
is.
new developments. On March 25th, 2026, Gary Newman dropped a bombshell their newsfeed. He stated, "We signed the new license with Valve this week, allowing us to allow people to export games from Sandbox's editor and ship them as standalone games on Steam, completely royalty free." He admitted that this wasn't an
royalty free. So you don't even have to give them stuff.
easy deal to strike. He called it a bit of a complicated journey that
Bagsterd
required
huge.
a lot of reassurance and compromises. But in
This is such a good thing for that Steam machine that they're making. Because there's gonna be so much Steam exclusive like indie, there already are, but like even more now.
the end, as Gary famously said,
This is like Xbox Live, like the Xbox Arcade on 360, but even better.
Valve did the bizzo. Usually when you license an engine, you are signing away a huge chunk of your wallet.
Yeah.
But this deal allows you to take your sandbox creation, let's say you made a revolutionary tactical shooter, or maybe even a cozy farming simulator, and then you turn it into a standalone game. The player at home doesn't even need to have Sandbox installed to see or play your game. You don't
That's kinda
owe
rad.
Valve or face punch a
I want to try to make a game in this.
single cent in royalties for using their engine. Sandbox is entering the market and saying, keep your money. You owe nothing for using the Source 2 technology provided through Sandbox. This makes it one of the most financially attractive engines for any developer to launch on Steam.
I mean, fuck, it would take a long time because I don't really remember anything about doing that, but you know, still.
Valve and Facepunch are essentially paying it forward. They want to see the next generation of creators succeed without the weight of corporate greed crushing them before they start. But you might be wondering, why is Gary doing this? Why wouldn't he at least take a small cut? He is providing the tools and so much more. In November 2025, when he began the process of open sourcing Sandbox components, he said, "Valve gave me my chance. I'm already rich. I don't want to fuck anyone over." He expanded on this in further interviews, explaining that his entire 20-year career is thanks to Valve taking a risk on a modder from the UK back in the early 2000s.
Hell yeah.
Gary's mod gave him more money than he could have ever dreamed of.
Back when the game sells? No, he won't, because it said it's no royalty, so he doesn't.
Now he feels a responsibility to pass that torch. That's my main motivation now, is giving people what I've had, because I think Valve did it for me. I think we should be the same, because everybody benefits.
Amazing.
So by making Sandbox standalone and royalty free, Gary is recreating the Gary's mod moment for everyone else.
Has no royalties, but selling on Steam has a cost? Yeah, but he's not getting the money. Gabe is. Different person. So, different person gets money, not him.
Just the tools to build the next big game.
This is the golden age we were promised.
Every legal barrier that usually stops that from happening. But now, we need to clarify something important. The version of Source 2 inside Sandbox isn't just a copy and paste of what Valve uses for Counter-Strike 2 or Dota 2. It's a
now this, being able to make it in here, I wonder how their modeling and stuff is.
Copy and paste of what Valve uses for Counter-Strike 2 or Dota 2. It's a custom high-performance branch that Facepunch has been gutting and rebuilding for years, as they also are using C# for multiple other systems. So although this isn't the raw Source 2 code that Valve uses, it is still a very important part. Just think of it this way: Valve builds Source 2 to make Valve games. That means the raw engine is often full of Valve jank, specific code meant only for Half-Life or Counter-Strike. Gary and his team took that foundation and essentially translated it for the rest of us. They replaced the old clunky systems with modern workflows. It's Source 2, but it's been Facepunchified to be fun and easy to use. So some game devs or even gamers might be wondering, but why would you pick this over a behemoth like Unreal Engine 5 or
fuck Unreal?
And it comes down to three.
Because 1, fuck Unreal, 2, Unity. What was that thing Unity did like a year ago where they tried to fuck everyone over?
Three things: physics,
I don't trust Unity at all,
and friction. For physics, Unreal is known for chaos physics, which is great for cinematic destruction, but it can feel heavy or floaty at times. Source 2 uses Rubicon, which is arguably the most tactile physics engine in gaming. It's why throwing a bottle in Half-Life Alyx or moving in...
I want to play that again. Man, I can't wait till I move and I get my VR set up again. I want to do so much VR stuff, man.
CS2 feels so precise. For indies making physics-based games, this is the gold standard. So Sandbox currently uses a customized version of Rubicon, which they call Box 3D Physics, as they've made tons of changes to it over the years. In terms of visuals, while Unreal has Lumen, it requires a massive amount of hardware power. Sandbox leverages Valve's VRAD 3 lighting and native Vulkan support. It gives you that crisp, clean Valve look, high-end lighting, and shadows that run smoothly even on mid-range hardware. It's AAA fidelity without the AAA hardware requirement. But then there's also the death of compile times. In Sandbox, with hot loading, you can change the gravity of your world or the fire rate of a gun while you are standing in the game, and it updates updates the second you hit save.
So you can
you're
just
not
see
just
it.
building a game, you're actually playing with it in real time. But I
Easy,
already
hell
know
yeah.
there's going to be a question that a lot of you are asking. Why doesn't Valve just release their own Source 2 SDK?
'Cause
Why
someone else will
have to
do it
go
for
through
'em?
Facepunch? And well, if you know Valve, you know they are a product-first company. They build tools to make their games. So by licensing the engine to Facepunch, Valve gets all the benefits of Source 2 being widely used without any of the headaches of supporting it.
Yeah, exactly. Why do it yourself when someone else will do it for you? It's easy. Like, it's no shit.
Punch acts as the translator. They take the raw, powerful, and often messy internal
God, it's
Valve
so weird
tools
looking.
and polish them into a consumer-grade product. This
Big
is
brain.
likely the only quote-unquote Source 2 SDK we will see for a very, very long time, even though it's not technically only Source 2 and more so just a custom version of it at this point.
It's like a thumb.
Valve provided the foundation and Gary provides the accessibility. It's a genius move that keeps the Valve ecosystem
Whoa.
alive and thriving. So
Oh, that's the
right
original
now,
guy from
we are
Half-Life.
currently in the home stretch. The technical rollout for standalone exporting is happening
Yeah, look at
as
this.
we speak.
Okay.
Gary mentioned that they still have some paperwork to finish. We still have work to do on our end. We
He's
need
like
to
you.
create
Yeah, just let someone else do it.
a license between Facepunch and the people shipping
Except-
games. Then double
Except in my case, no one does it for me. So then I don't do it and no one else does it, so it just doesn't get done.
and triple check everything
So
is
it's sorta
legit.
like
when
that.
it's ready, we'll be piloting it with a few select people. The first game expected to launch under this license is My Summer Cottage. When that hits Steam, it
Let's
will
talk
be
about the
proof
thumb
of
character.
concept
I'm not a
for the
thumb.
game dev industry. Once that's over, the doors are open for everyone. With Sandbox's full release scheduled for April 2026, we are
Oh.
about to see a flood of high-quality Source 2 powered games hitting Steam. If you had these
interested.
tools in your hands today with zero royalties and the ability to launch on Steam, what is the first game you would build? Are we about to see the
I want to make a game that's like My Summer Car, but for a farm. Where you have to, like, fix the equipment and do the farm. I want to do that. I never will, but if I was making a video game, that's what I would do.
return of the classic Source mod era, but this time with professional standalone
It's fucking
releases?
sick. Just making it just janky. I'd have to learn. Yeah, unlimited autism.